Steve Kilbey, pop singer, opinionated, arty, lefty. I'm a vegetarian, I'm anti-war, peace-loving, just got an opinion on everything. One of those, I smoke dope, I love music and art, arty, lefty. I'm a vegetarian and all that stuff. So if you want to stick around and hear what I have to say on all of these subjects, look, I know I joke about being Prime Minister, but I really believe I could not do a worse job than some of the others. And one of the thing I would do is, I'm a socialist Prime Minister. I'm a fair income socialist Prime Minister. First of all, everyone in Parliament goes on 100 grand a year. No one gets more than 100 grand a year. If you fucking say, I can make more in big business, go to big business then. We don't fucking want you. If you're in this game, 100 grand a year, that's ample. That's 2 grand a week. You can live on that. And when you're finished, there's no pension either, no more than anybody else get. If you want to save up, when you're not getting 5/8 of your fucking salary, you fat cats. In my parliament, the people there are on 100 grand a year, and when it's over, and there's no free trips, there's no secretaries, there's no officers, there's no jaunting around the world. There's none of that. It's like, okay, we're going to exist for the people, right? That's what it's all about. Let's try this once. Let's try this. A genuinely socialistic enterprise, like that Jesus Christ would go, yeah, okay, this is, you're going in the right step. Let's look up, how's this for an idea? We're going to really look after old people. We're really going to look after sick people. We're going to fuck all Afghanistan off. And these silly bastards flying around the world tasting wine. We get rid of all that. We're going to have some hospitals. We're going to have some more doctors. We're going to have some more nurses. And we're going to look after the old people and the sick people. That's going to be right. That's going to be, forget fucking Gonzo, the fucking Gonzo report for education or Afghanistan. Let's look after the people who can't look after themselves, the old and the sick, like Sweden does, like Holland does. Let's take it to the nth degree and look after them, and then let's reward the people who are working in those industries, like the nurses, the people looking after the old people, and all of these people. Let's give them a good wage and not make them feel like they're doing these terrible jobs that we don't want to do and not getting looked after. And then let's have a look at education a bit more. Let's have a really good think about education, what education really is, and tailor our schools. Let's have a bit more Steiner and Thingo. What's the other guy? Montessori. Let's have a bit more of that thinking. Like, if you're attracted towards the arts, why take someone who's attracted toward the arts and fill their head with mathematics? Why take someone who's attracted to mathematics and make them do that? Or why take a guy who wants to be a sportsman or a guy who wants to be a mechanic? Let people be educated in the things they're interested in. If I'd been allowed to be educated in music and art, that would have been a great boon. I would have been miles ahead of where I had to get to, because I was spending all my time learning about algebra. What the fuck for? You could take one look at me and go, that guy ain't an algebra student. You just would have had to look at me at 16 and go, nah, put him in the class, the guy's doing the electric guitar. He doesn't want to do algebra. This little guy here with the glasses, and yeah, he's an algebra student. He loves it. He wants it all day long. I think we have a good look at education. I think we have to legalise all drugs and then figure out a way to do that. How we're going to legalise and stop persecuting people, and stop forcing people on methadone programs. Methadone, listen to this, methadone is 1,000,000 times more damaging and addictive and rotten than heroin ever was. So let's start treating people with all addictions with compassion and love and understanding, and take the legality right out of it. Take all this legality right out of it, and try and look at this in a sensible way. See how societies of the past dealt with this drug menace. If it was such a drug menace, why don't you read about this drug menace in literature from, say, 1850? Why don't you read about all the havoc that's been created by these drugs? It's because it's sort of like, it's a personal matter mainly. I think Australia shouldn't be involved in any wars anywhere at all. I would like to have. I would like to realistically get out of every country in the world and just Australia for Australia. But I think socialism, not making people, not the things that we do to unemployed people. I think people who want to work will always work, and people who don't want to work won't work. And I think we could afford. I don't think it's people on the dole that sends countries bankrupt. I think we could afford to have people on the dole if they don't want to work. I think we have to re-examine all the sort of things that we consider virtues, like, I don't know. I guess I would have I know if I ever did become the Prime Minister, I know I'd have some real shocks by suddenly going, oh, it wasn't as easy as I thought to do all of that. And I think that happens to some of these guys. Some of the guys who maybe aren't even puppets, if there are such a thing anymore. They run up against, their idealism suddenly runs into these kind of brick walls where they go, oh, now I see it isn't as easy as I thought. It isn't just as easy just to give all the fish and loaves to the people. There are paradoxes involved. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I don't think they're ever going to come looking to me for advice either, somehow.